Hi guys, welcome to another amazing episode of Lola's Voice. My name is Lola Oguntade and I'm your host on this channel. If you're watching me for the very first time, you're welcome, and if you're back to watching me, you guys are the most valuable player and I do really appreciate you. If you're here for the first time or if you haven't subscribed to my channel, don't forget to subscribe, please. Thank you. So today I don't intend to waste much of your time. So what I'll be discussing basically today is you know I get some feedback, and a lot of people have the opinion that, oh, we like what you're doing, but can we take this message to the grassroots? Can we take this message to the grassroots? Can we take this message to the grassroots? Like, everybody's concerned about the grassroots, but I think so. For me, I think the grassroots is doing what it's supposed to be doing. However, the grassroots needs our support. I mean, the educated, the enlightened, and young people, because we're full of ideas, we have energy, and they're waiting on us to do something. So what does grassroots means? So grassroots means when average people, average citizens are rallying around a cause, or they are rallying around a politician, they're rallying around people. That's why you see that the strongest of the strongest politician in Nigeria, they will tell you they have the grassroots support, they have the grassroots base, like their grassroots is solid, and in that way there is nothing, absolutely nothing anybody can do because of the kind of power they hold in the grassroots. So when a lot of people are of the opinion that take this message to the grassroots, when we look at Nigeria as a scenario, the grassroots actively participate in politics. And who are these people that actively participate in politics? They are the market woman, the organizer, the carpenter, all these people that do handwork, the hairdresser, the market women are big in terms of political participation. Even the NURTW, the transporter, they are very good when it comes to political participation, and they are not only participating, they are actively involved. These people are not only involved, they are actually playing their part. And there's something called ward level in Nigeria, there's something called ESCO at the ward level. These are the people that actually vote during primary election. And what is the primary election? A primary election is that election that make a political aspirant become a political candidate. So if all these people have all this power, and the young and educated, the so-called young, educated, and enlightened people, all we do is vote, that means we don't even have much power, because there's more to political participation than just voting. What I'm trying to say in essence is that young people need to look for how to go back to the base and join that grassroots politics. That's how the change begins, and that's one of the numerous way we can actively participate in politics, in the sense. So I'm going to give like a life scenario, like a life example about how I started actively participating in politics. So I think it was during 2015 election, and I just heard of a group in my neighborhood that they were going to rally around the candidate. I went there on that day. It was a lot of like older people. So when I got there, I looked different. They were all looking at me like, who is this? What's she doing here? Like, they thought I didn't know what I was doing, but I knew what I was doing. And funny enough, on that day, they were going to vote in ESCO people, like people that are going to be ESCO committee for the group. And they were nominating people, but that was my first day at that group. And they asked who wants to become was he assistant coordinator or something. I raised up my hand, and that was my first day at that meeting. And they were looking at me like, are you sure they didn't send this girl here? Because no, I don't look like anybody there. I think I was the youngest in that meeting. And they still gave me, they actually, even if they had their doubts, they allowed me. I think I even ran unopposed, nobody came out, so they allowed me had that position. And I was working with a lot of like older people. They had the commitment, they had the energy. And but as a young person, you have the ideas, you have all the skills that you can bring in into the scenario, and it's going to make things look better. And you can actually have all this ESCO power. That way you can That way you can vote during primaries, and that's to tell you how powerful all this word is. So I'm going to use the scenario of the APC national chairman, that's Adams Oshiomhole. Has a, was it this year or last year, there was an issue, he was having issue back home in Edo State as the APC national chairman, and they didn't know how to deal with him. They were dealing with each other, both the governor and the national chairman. Did you believe what happened? Because there was no way they could deal with him. They had to like go back to the ward level, and they said he's suspended from the ward. So that means he doesn't have a party. Technically, a whole national chairman was suspended from the ward. You can see how powerful those things are. So when you look at it, a lot of industry in Nigeria has been revolutionized in terms of like the music industry, the entertainment industry, the fashion industry, even the agriculture industry. Just think of it. Young people are doing amazing things with that industry. They've changed the narrative. They've changed how things are being done. They've changed everything. Like of recently, 2 days ago, I saw a 3D runway. Like, who would have thought that that can happen? But I saw it. I saw like they had that on Instagram, a 3D runway. So that means they're using computers to do runway. Like people are going into farming, doing amazing things with farming. The fashion industry, like I could comfortably wear Ankara for like for a whole year, and I wouldn't mind because there are different styles. There are nice styles. That's because a lot of young people, educated and enlightened people, are going into that industry. You can imagine when our guys wear their agbada and their fila for Owambe, you see how they look at the music industry, see like we can all comfortably dance to Nigerian music. Like I don't even listen to any other thing, so you can imagine we can all dance to Nigerian music right now without looking for anything foreign. Even foreigners, they play our music, they love it, and our music is traveling across the globe. So that means we have what it takes. That means we can do that to politics as well. We can do that to politics, and it's within us. So what we have to do is that we have to go back. So right now we have the population, we have the numbers, because according to statistics, Nigeria has over 190 million people. But out of that 190 million people, 60% of that population are young people. So what am I saying in essence is that we have the numbers, but right now when it comes to political participation, we are in the minority. I mean the educated, young and enlightened people, we are in the minority, because imagine the people that make the decision at the grassroots. They are like the artisan, the market woman, the carpenter, the organizer, which I kind of understand some factors, like they have time, they can leave their shops and go for meetings while we at work. So it's kind of hard to like to create time, but it is necessary to create time for things that are important. So how will it influence the political climate if young people decide to be active in the grassroots level? Things are going to change in the sense that so right now, more educated, more young people, more enlightened people would actually have the chance to take those ward level position, to vote during primaries. So when you're voting during primaries, that means you actually having a say to say, oh, I want this person to become the governor, I want this person to become an house of rep, no, and a governorship candidate. You have that power, you have that will. So for example, an honorable member is not going to joke with the Yaloja for no reason. Konifi Yaloja Shere. For example, someone like me, I can tweet at an honorable member. He doesn't have any reason to answer me. But see Yaloja back way one time, he would answer that Yaloja in the sense that the Yaloja has the block vote of about 3,000 in the market, and you know these people, that's the way they just do things. Yaloja atinipe eni buy lamatelo, and that's who they are going to follow. Just imagine young people have that kind of influence at the grassroots, and this Yaloja, all these people, they are so committed. So just imagine we have that power, we're bringing in new energy, we're bringing in new ideas, we're bringing in new ways of doing these things. Just imagine how much change it can effect. And imagine about, so for example, Lagos State has about 5 million registered eligible voters during the last election, but they didn't get up to 2 million votes in total during the last election. That's about 3 million votes going to waste, and we know the kind of population that live in Lagos. That's a lot of young people that didn't get to vote. Just imagine just 3 million people vote going to waste. Just imagine 3 million people actively participating. Just imagine more than 3 million people actively participating. The politicians that actually practice stomach infrastructure kind of politics, that try to buy vote on election, that try to buy their way into power, they would not be able to afford to buy us because they'll be overwhelmed. They'll be overwhelmed because a bag of rice is not going to change my mind. Likewise yours. So, have you ever tried to join grassroots politics? Have you ever tried to like join the politics at the ward level, at the local level? What are your challenges? What did you face? I know a lot of someone was telling me last week like, oh, I went to the meeting, but they were always fighting. They were always fighting. So I want to know, what are your challenges? What did you face? If you've not tried it, we can experiment it now. You can go and see what's happening there. Then give feedback. I'll definitely love to read from you. I'll definitely love to know more about your challenges when it comes to grassroots politics. Have you ever given it a try? Do you think it's something you want to try? Let me know what you think. I would love to read from you. Thank you very much for watching this episode, and thank you for watching Lola's Voice. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you like it, and if there's anything you want to talk about, just leave it in the comment section, and you can always reach out to me via inbox. I'm very available. Thank you.